You've probably heard this number before, 10,000 hours. A number that makes a lot of people quit before they even start. A number that sounds like a punishment. A number that quietly makes you think, my life isn't long enough to change. And without realizing it, from that day on, you stop trying. Not because you're lazy, but because you believe learning is something too expensive for your life. But that's a lie. Learning doesn't require 10,000 hours. To go from zero to reasonably capable, you only need about 20 hours of the right kind of practice. That's not an impossible amount of time. What's impossible is continuing to live with the wrong way of thinking. The next part will expose the mistake that's been keeping so many people stuck in average mode. The 10,000 hour number came from research on people operating at the highest level in the world. Professional athletes, world-class musicians, people competing to be number one in extremely narrow fields. That number was never meant for regular people who just want to learn a skill and level up their lives once. But the message spread without context. The meaning changed. And eventually, you started believing that learning is slow, heavy, and painful. What you were never told is this: human progress happens fastest at the beginning, not at the end. The first hours of learning are the most efficient phase. What's slow isn't learning. It's chasing perfection. That's why the realistic goal of learning isn't becoming an expert. The goal is becoming good enough to move forward. And this is where the 20-hour method works. The first step is breaking the skill down. A skill is never one big mountain. It's always a collection of small parts. Take learning to speak in front of a camera, for example. That's not a single ability. It's turning the camera on, speaking without reading a script, keeping your voice clear, and looking into the lens. When a skill is broken down like this, fear turns into tasks, and tasks can be done. The second step is setting a clear goal. Learning without a goal is like getting on a motorcycle taxi without giving an address. The engine won't move because it doesn't know where to go. Not, I want to be good at speaking, but I want to speak for 1 minute without stopping. Clear goals make practice move and progress visible. The third step is learning just enough, then practicing immediately. You don't need to watch dozens of videos or read endless theory. Understand the basics, then start. Theory only exists so you know when you're wrong and when you're right. Too much theory before practice only creates fake comfort. The fourth step is focused practice. Not long, but intense. Turn off notifications, remove distractions, attack the part that makes you the most uncomfortable. That's where growth happens, not in the parts you already control. The fifth step is removing friction. Don't rely on motivation. Prepare the tools. Turn the camera on. Put the book on the desk. A ready environment forces you to move even when motivation is dead. The sixth step is locking in your practice time. Not when you feel like it, but at a scheduled time. 45 minutes a day for 1 month will beat big intentions that only show up when you're excited. This is the 20-hour method. Between the ages of 18 and 25, your life is being shaped without you realizing it. Every day you don't train a skill, your old identity gets stronger. Every day you delay, the stronger version of you moves farther away. Change doesn't wait until you're ready. The world doesn't care if you're scared or unsure. If you want to break out of the cycle of procrastination, like this video, subscribe to this channel, share it with one person still stuck on the 10,000 hour myth, and write in the comments which skill you're starting today. Because big change doesn't start with big courage. It starts with small decisions you execute without drama. Starting now.